Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online. In this lecture, we are going to see NTA UGC Net Paper 1, and in this lecture, we are going to discuss most expected MCQ on Information and Communication Technology. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss the MCQ on whole unit. So do watch this lecture to clear all your doubt about the same, and you will receive my lecture every day at 7 in the morning. So do visit our channel every day at 7 and do watch my lecture to score more marks in the upcoming exam. So before we move forward, there is one announcement. The students who are preparing for UGC NET 2022 exam, we the Global Online is offering 2000 plus MCQ quick revision PDF. Students, there is very less time remaining for your exam, and this is a guaranteed PDF in which we are providing you current affair question with the detailed explanation plus PYQs with a detailed explanation, most expected MCQ and most repeated MCQ, which is really important for your upcoming exam. This PDF will help you to revise all the topic in detail. To get the PDF, please contact on given number. Do WhatsApp message here, okay? And the PDF is available just for rupees 599. So do message here and get the PDF and start your preparation. LEN stand for. So here in this question, they ask you the full form of LEN, for which the first option here is local and national. Second one is local area network. Third one is large area network. And the last one is live area network. So the LEN stand for local area network. A network is a group of two or more connected computer. A LAN is a network content within the small geographic area, usually within the same building. Okay, the home Wi-Fi network or a small business network are a common example of a LAN. So example here we can consider is home Wi-Fi or a small business network. So here the option B will be the correct answer for this question. So LAN is a local area network. What is phishing? So here in this question they ask you about the phishing, for which the first option here is sending data to the hacker. Second one is someone send legitimate looking email to the user. Third one is search automatically for an item on the internet, and the last one is checking the spelling of website. Okay, so the phishing attack are the practice of sending a fraudulent communication that appear to come from the replicate source. It is usually done through the email. Okay, so it is a practice of sending fraudulent communication through the mail. Okay, it is a goal. The goal is to steal the sensitive data like a credit card, login information, or to install the malware on the victim machine. The phishing is a common type of a cyber attack that everyone should learn about to protect themselves. The first phishing lawsuit was filed in year 2004. Okay. Other than the email and a website phishing, there is also wishing, that is a voice phishing. Please remember this. Wishing, that is a voice phishing. Okay, and also the SMS phishing is there. And several other phishing techniques are cyber criminal are constantly coming up. Okay. So here the correct answer will be option number 2. A phishing is someone sends the legitimate looking emails to the user. The ability to read and write each piece of information in a storage device is approximately the same length of a time of its location is. So here in this question they given you the four options and they ask you the ability to read and write of each piece of information in the storage device is approximately of the same length of a time of its location is. For which the first option is sequential access, second one is raster scan, third one is search, and the last one is random access. So here the random access in a computer science, the random access is a capability to have access to any item from a given population of an element at a random. The random access is the opposite to the sequential access, as a sequential access located element by the beginning at a particular predefined location and then traversing through all the information in order to find out a given item. The random access have gained the interest due to the fact that one have a retrieve record irrespective of the position in which it is located. The random access is also known as a direct access. So here the correct answer is option number 4. The ability to read and write each piece of information in the storage device is approximately the same length of a time of its location is a random access. Which of the following hardware was used by first generation computer? So here in this question they given you the examples of some hardware and they ask you which hardware was used by a first generation computers, for which the first option here is transistor, second option is vacuum tube, third option is VLSI, and the last option is integrated circuit. A computer has evolved from a large-size simple calculating machine to much smaller machine capable of a multiple functions. Each generation of a computer is a design based on the hardware technology used, leading to a better, cheaper and a powerful computer that are faster and efficient than the precedents. Okay. So here the first generation, that is between 1940 to 1956, used the vacuum tube for a circuitry and a magnetic drum for a memories. The very expensive, large in size, slow in processing and had a less storage capacity. This machine is a used as a level language for a programming. Level language for programming. So the correct answer here is option number 2. That is vacuum tube was used by the first generation computer. Python is. So here in this question they ask you about the Python, for which the first option is a programming language, second one is an operating system, third one is an application program, and the last one is compiler. Okay. So here the Python is a interpretable, high level and a general purpose programming language. Okay. And it is a created and a first published in year 1991. The Python designed the philosophy, strength and the readability of a code with its impressive use of sustainable white space. The goal of a language construct and an object-oriented approach is to help the programmer to write simple, logical code from small to large project. The Python is a dynamically typed and a dust collected. It supports the multiple programming paradigms including the structured, object-oriented and a functional programming. And due to its extensive standard library, Python is also defined as a batteries included language. So the Python is programming language. So option 1 will be the correct here. A type of memory that hold a computer startup routine. So here in this question they ask you a type of memory which hold a computer startup routine is, for which the first option is cache, second option is RAM, third option is DRAM and the last option is ROM. So here the ROM stand for read only memory. Read only memory. ROM is a storage device which is used with the computer and other electronic device. Okay, the data stored in the ROM may be only be a read. Okay, ROM is used for a firmware updates, which means it contains the basic instruction of what need to be happen when the computer is powered on. The firmware is also known as BIOS or a basic input or a output system. The ROM is a non-volatile storage, which means the information is maintained even if the component lost the power. The ROM is located on the BIOS chip, which is plugged into the motherboard, and ROM play the critical part of booting up and starting up the computer. So here the correct answer for this question is option number 4, that is ROM. What is the full form of abbreviation BIOS? Here in question, they ask you the full form of BIOS, for which the first option here is Big Information Online System, second one is Binary Input Output Software, third one is Basic Input Output System, and the last one is Binary Inner Open Software. So the BIOS, that is Basic Input Output System, is a program personal computer microprocessor uses to get the computer system started after you turn on. It manages the data flow. It manages data flow between the computer programming system and attach the device such as a hard disk, video updater, keyboard, mouse and a printer. The BIOS is a firmware and it is stored on the chip part of the computer motherboard and basically a set of instructions that run to help load the operating system. So here the correct answer for this question is option number 3. The full form of BIOS is Basic Input Output System. What is the full form of CRT? So here in this question they ask you the full form of CRT, for which the first option here is compact route transmission, second one is cathode ray tube, third one is common rate of transfer, and the last one is command rating test. Okay, so here the cathode ray tube is the vacuum tube containing one or more electronic guns, a beam of which are manipulated to display the image on the photosphere screen. Okay, the image may represent an electronic waveform, pictures, radar target or other phenomena. The CRT on the television set is commonly called picture tube. So here the correct answer will be option number B, that is cathode ray tube. Using website to pour out one's grievance is called. So here in this question they given you the 4 options and they ask you using website to pour out one's grievance is called, for which the first option is cyber venting, second option is cyber renting, third option is web hate and the last option is web plea. Okay, so the term invented for this is a cyber venting, venting our anger by electronic means. Some employers have even set up the official grouping site on the internal web system, reasoning that is a better to get the compliment out in the open and they have a problem faster in the dark. A term has also been applied to the website set up by the people who are angry at the treatment they have received from the retailer or a supplier, and also to the mass emailing to the staff by the grievant ex-worker, as the recent case in Intel. So here the correct answer for this question is option number A. Using website to pour out one's grievance is called cyber venting. What is the full form of CRC? So here in this question they ask you the full form of CRC, for which the first option is computerized redundancy cracker, second option is real-time cycle command, third option is cyclical redundancy check, and the last option is command and relevant control. Okay, so CRC means a cyclical redundancy check is a error deducting code. Please remember this is error detecting code, which is a commonly used in a digital network and a storage device to detect accidental change of a raw data. Block of a data entering this system get a short check value attached based on the remainder of a polynomial division of their content. So here the correct answer will be option number C, that is cyclical redundancy check will be the correct answer for CRC. What is the full form of DOS? So here in this question they ask you the full form of DOS, for which the first option here is Department of Service, second one is Data on Service, third one is Disk Operating System, and the last one is Data of System. A disk operating system is a computer operating system that resides on and can use a disk storage device such as a floppy disk, hard disk drive, or a optical disk. A disk operating system must provide a file system for organizing, reading and writing the file on the storage device. Okay, so it is a computer operating system. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number C, that is disk operating system will be the correct here. In web search, finding a large number of a document with very little relevant information is termed. So in this question, they given you the four options and they ask you in a web search, finding a large number of a document with a very little relevant information is termed as what? For which the first option is poor recall, second option is web crawl, third option is poor presence rate, and the last option is poor web response. Okay, so the presence is the fraction of retrieved document that is relevant to the query. For example, for a text search on the set of document, presence is a number of a correct result divided by the number of all the written result. Recall is a fraction. Okay, of the relevant document that are successfully retrieved. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number A. In web search, finding a large number of a document with a very little relevant information is termed as poor recall. The concept of connect intelligence is derived from So here in this question they ask you about the concept of connect intelligence, which is derived from, for which the first option here is virtual reality, second one is functional logic, third one is Bluetooth technology, and the last one is value added networks. So the connect intelligence, which is also known as CI, involve the coming together and sharing the knowledge among the group, and secondly it involves the action or a goal oriented activity yielding a new knowledge as a key contribution to the organization. So here the correct answer for this question is option number D. The concept of connect intelligence is derived from value added networks. Video transmission over the internet that look like delay live casting is called. So here in this question they ask you video transmission over the internet which look like a delay live casting is called, for which the first option is virtual video, second one is direct broadcast, third one is video shift, and the last one is real time video. So the real time video, the transmission of live video, it implies that there is a no delay in receiving side or most delay, although a video broadcast that is a stream or live may be considered the real time video. Okay, and there is a intentional buffer delay at the receiving end. The true real time videos capacity is required in a two-way video calling or a video conferencing session. So here the correct answer for this question is option number D. Video transmission over the internet that look like a delay live casting is called real-time video. What is the full form of CD-ROM? So here in this question they ask you about the CD-ROM or the full form of the CD-ROM, for which the first option here is compact data ROM, second one is computerized data ROM, third one is compact disk read-only memory, and the last one is credible data ROM. So a CD-ROM is the compact disk read-only memory, is a prepressed optical compact disk that contain the data. Prepressed compact disk. Okay. Computer can read but not write or erase the CD-ROM, that is, it is a type of read-only memory. So here the correct answer will be option number C. CD-ROM is a compact disk read-only memory. Swayamprabha is a group of how many channels devoted to the telecasting high quality educational program? So here in this question they ask you about the Swayamprabha and it's a channel, for which the first option here is 34 DTH, second option is 24 DTH, third option is 7 THD, and the last option is 24 THD. The Swayamprabha, if we see the acronym of the Swayamprabha is Study Web of Active Learning for the Young Aspiring Mind. Okay, and it is initiated by the MHRD to provide a web courses of advanced education, high school and skill-based courses. The Swayamprabha is a group of 34 DTH channel that telecast the high quality educational program. The program run the 24/7 with the help of GSET 15 satellite. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 1, that is 34 DTH. Karnataka launches portal for EV awareness prepared by NITI Aayog, UK government. What is the name of that portal? So here in this question they are telling you the Karnataka launches the portal called EV awareness, which is prepared by NITI Aayog, and UK government, and what is the name of that portal? Okay, for this the first option here is EV Guide, second is EV Jagruti, third is EV Dos, and the last one is Your EV. Okay, so the Karnataka Minister of Energy, Kannada and Cultural, Sunil Kumar, along with the British High Commissioner of India, Alex, launches the electronic vehicle awareness portal called EV Jagruti. Okay, and the portal is result of a joint initiative by Niti Aayog, the Karnataka government, and the government of United Kingdom, that is UK. As on the This portal will influence the various stakeholders, including the million of a state user, to adopt the electronic vehicles, drawing a more investment into the state electric mobility sector as the official. Okay, the Karnataka become the first state to roll out the electronic vehicle of a energy storage policy in year 2017. The initiative was in line with the Union government vision to make the country all electric vehicle market by 2031. Okay. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 2, that is EV Jagruti. When was Digital India program started? So here in this question they are asking you when the Digital India program started. Okay, and for which the first option here is 2013, second one is 2014, third one is 2015, and the last one is 2016. The Digital India campaign was initiated by Indian government to make a government services accessible to the people electronically by improving the online infrastructure and by improving the internet connectivity. It was a launch by Minister Narendra Modi on 1st July in year 2015, and the other government program including Make in India like Sagar Mala, Startup India, BharatNet and Stand Up India are beneficiary for this scheme. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 3, the Digital India program started in year 2015. FOSS means. So here in this question they ask you the FOSS means or a FOSS means. Okay, for which the first option here is source code is openly shared. Second one is source code as free license. Third one is free from malwares, and the last one is any modification can be done by the proprietor. Okay, so here the free and open source software, that is a FOSS, the free and open source software allow the user and the programmer to edit, modify, allow to edit, modify or reuse the software source code. It gives the developer the opportunity to improve the program functionally by modifying it. The term free indicates that software does not consent on a copyright. Okay, and the term open source indicates that the software is in the project from enabling the easy software development from the export developer collaborating worldwide without any need for reserve engineering. Okay. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 1, that is source code is openly shared. To create scientific temperament innovation among the Indian students, central government started ATL lab. what is the full form of ATL? So here in this question, they ask you to create a scientific temperament innovations among the Indian student. The central government has started the ATL lab. So in this question, they asking you the full form of that ATL. Okay, for which the first option here is Applied Techno Lab, second one is Atal Tinkering Lab, third one is Alternate Technique Lab, and the last one is Atal Technology Lab. Okay, here the full form of ATL is Atal Tinkering Lab, with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as a neurotic innovators. The Atal Innovation Mission is established Atal Tinkering Laboratories. Okay, Atal Innovation Mission. In the school across the India, and the objective of this scheme is to booster curiosity, creativity and imagination in the young mind. It includes skills such as a design mindset, okay, computarizational thinking, aptitude learning, physical computing, okay, and it is a flagship initiative set up by the Niti Aayog to promote the innovation and entrepreneurship across the length and the breadth of the country, and it was a launch in year 2016. Please remember this. So here the answer for this question will be option number 2, that is Atal Tinkering Lab. Which of the following is the decision support system for assisting the people in taking the best decision for their children's future? So read the question carefully, understand the question first. Okay, so here in this question they given you the 4 different options, and they asking you given which of the following is a decision support system for assisting the people in taking the best decision for their children's future, for which the first option here is e-Pathshala, second one is Saransh, third option is Shala Siddhi, and the last option is Swayam Prabha. So the decision support system, it is a information system which help the parents in a making decision, judgment and course of action about a situation and a problem involving a lot of data about it. Okay, so here the Saransh is developed by CBE and successfully launched by HRD Minister Smriti Irani in National Conference on ICT in the School Education held on 7 November 2015 at Vigyan Bhavan. Okay, and it helped the school and a parent to review the student performance in the various subjects. Analysis based on the data empower school and parents to make a best decision for the school. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 2, that is Saransh. Which of the following term is related to the digital learning environment for a design? So here in this question they ask you given which of the following term is related to the digital learning environment for a design, for which the first option is E-Vidwan, second option is E-Acharya, third option is E-Kalpa, and the last option is E-Yantra. So the E-Kalpa, creating a digital learning environment for a design, is also known as E-Kalpa, is an initiative by the Ministry of Human Resource Government of the India. Okay. Ministry of Human Resource Government of India. As a part of National Mission in Education through ICT, that is Information and communication technology. This project presents the three initiatives. The first one is providing digital online content for a design. Second one is social networking environment for a design. And third one is higher learning and creating a digital resources database on the design. This initiative will be collaboratively developed by the three institutes, that is IDC at IIT Bombay, NID at Bangalore, and TOD at IIT Guwahati. Okay. So here the correct answer for this question is option number 3, that is E-Kalpa. MHRD scheme with one is aimed at. So here in this question they ask you about the scheme with one, for which the first option here is creating a database and a national research network. Second one is making available e-resources. Third one is promoting entrepreneurship among the faculty. And the last one is awarding a national professorship to the faculty. Okay. So the Vidwan is a database of a profile of scientific researcher and other faculty member who are involved in the academic institute or other RD organization. It provides information like an expert background, contact, address, experience, scholarly publication, skills. Okay. So here the objectives of this are the quickly and convenient provide information about the expert to the peers, identify the peers review from an article and a research proposal, discover the prospective collaborative for a ongoing research project, and to create an information exchange and a network opportunity among the scientists. So here the correct answer for this question is option number 1. The with one aim at creating a database and a national research network. Identify the encompassing term that involve the use of electronic platform to conduct a company business. So here in this question they given you the 4 options and they ask you to identify the encompassing the term that involve the use of electronic platform to conduct the company business, for which the first option here is e-business, second one is e-commerce, third one is e-marketing, and the last one is e-governance. The e-commerce is a term for any type of the business or a commercial transaction that involve the transfer of information across the internet. It covers the range of different type of a business, from the consumer based retail site through the auction or a music site to the business exchange trading good and services between the corporation. Okay, the e-commerce allow the consumer to electronically exchange goods and services with no barrier of a time and a distance. Okay, the electronic consumer has expected rapidly over a past 5 years and predicted to continue at this rate, even the accelerate. So here the correct answer for this question is option number 2, that is e-commerce. Which of the following is an educational FM radio network? So here in this question they given you the 4 options and they ask you given which is the educational FM radio network, for which first option here is Gyan Darshan, second one is Gyan Vani, third one is Gyan Dhara, and the last one is Gyan. Okay. There are various educational initiatives launched by the MHRD and the Government of India on the radio as well as on the television to enhance the overall quality of the education. And some of the initiatives are Gyan Darshan, Gyan Vani, Gyan Dhara, even the Gyan. Okay. So here they are asking you the educational FM radio. So Gyan Vani is the correct answer for this question. Now, the Gyanvani was convenient in year 2001 as a network of educational FM radio channel operating from the various cities in the country to enhance and supplement the teaching learning process. Okay, the term Gyan stand for the knowledge and the Vani stand for the broadcasting. The Gyanvani station offer day-to-day program contributed by the different educational institute, and each station has a range about the 60-kilometer radius covering the entire city and surrounding. Okay, the Gyanvani main initiative is to take a education to the doorstep of people. So the correct answer is Gyanvani. Gyanvani is the educational FM radio network. UGC portal e-start is for. So here in this question they ask you about a UGC portal e-start, for which the first option here is special assistant for the research in the technology and the science. Second one is special assistant for the research and training in the science. Third one is support for the academic and the research training in the social science. And the last one is scholarship, fellowship, award registration tracking system. The UGC portal e-start is a e-scholarship, fellowship, award registration tracking system. Provide the detail of a single window platform for all the scholarship, fellowship available to the students, scholars and the faculty under the various scheme of the University Grant Commission, that is a UGC. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 4. The UGC portal e-start is for the scholarship, fellowship, award registration tracking system. Which of the following is an online storehouse of all the academic awards like a certificate, diplomas, degrees, mark sheet, etc. So here in this question they ask you given which of the following is a online storehouse for all the academic awards like a certificate, diplomas, degree, mark sheet. Okay, for which the first option here is Swayam, second option is National Digital Library, third option is National Academic Library, and the last one is National Academic Depository. So the National Academic Depository, it is an initiative by the MHRD to facilitate the digital issuance, storage, access and verification of the academic awards like a certificate, diplomas, degree, mark sheet issued by the academic institute. The NAD, that is a National Academic Depository, is a unique, innovative and a progressive initiative under the Digital India. Theme towards the achieving the digital enablement and of the educational records. Here the correct answer for this question will be option number 4, that is National Academic Depository. Government of Maharashtra had made it compulsory for a school to enter the information of all the students on the web portal known as. So here in this question they are asking you the Government of India has made it compulsory for the school to enter the information of all the students on the web portal which is known as, for which the first option here is Pavitra, second option is Saral, third option is Sarthi and the last option is Shararat. Okay. The Saral, the full form of Saral is Systematic Administrative Reform for Achieving and Learning by the Student. Please remember the full form. Systematic Administrative Reforms for Achieving and learning by student. It has been developed by the Central Government National Informative Center. It's a unique move because it goes beyond the collecting data and move on measuring the performance of the student. The Government of India has made it a compulsory for the school to enter the information of all the students on the web portal known as Saral. So here, according to the explanation, the correct answer for this question will be option number 2. The principle that internet service provider and a government regulator should treat all the data on the internet as of the same importance and not discriminate or charges differently by the user content website is called, for which the first option is digital equality, second one is digital democracy, third one is net priority, and the last one is net neutrality. The correct answer will be here, the net neutrality. Now, what are the different objectives of this? The first one here is the transparency. Now, transparency in what? Transparency, the access and no discrimination in the data. Second one is preserve freedom. Third one is prevention of anti-competitive parties. Fourth one is assuring the quality of the services. Quality of service. And the last one is protecting internet. Protecting the interest on the internet. Okay. So according to the explanation, the correct answer for this question will be option number 4, that is net neutrality. Name of the scheme which facilitate academic and research collaboration between the Indian institution and the best institution in the world. So here in this question, they are asking you the scheme name which facilitate the academic and research collaboration between the Indian institution and the best institution in the world, for which the first option is ICSSR Impress, second option is Staff Development Scheme, third option is SPARC, that is a Spark, and the last option is Institutional Development Scheme. So the scheme for the promotion of academic and research collaboration is the SPARC. Okay, the Minister of Human Resource Development, Shri Prakash, launched the web portal of this scheme for the promotion of academic and research collaboration, that is a SPARC. Please remember the full form here, that is Scheme for Promotion of Academic and Research Collaboration. Okay. It is an aim at improving the research ecosystem of India's higher educational institute by facilitating the academic and research collaboration between the Indian institute and the best institute in the world. Okay. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 3, that is Spark is the correct answer. What is the best example of paradigm shift in educational due to ICT? So here in this question they are asking you which is the best example given below for the paradigm shift of education due to ICT. So the first option here is providing virtual learning environment for a primary level. Second option is equal uses of traditional method of teaching. Third option is shift from the teacher-centered approach to the student-centric approach, and the last one is continuous use of technology in the classroom. Okay. The paradigm shift is defined as important changes which happen in our educational system. Okay. The paradigm shift in the education is various changes that happen in the traditional way of a teaching learning process. The educational system becomes the student-centric. It changes the disinterested learner to a active, self-motivated and a self-directed learner. Self-motivated and self-directed learner. The use of ICT enabled resources increase the use of a technology in the teaching learning process. So before the ICT, the technology in the education was most of the teacher centric, but due to the ICT, it is a shifting from the teacher centric approach to the student centric approach. So the correct answer for this question will be option number 3. The objective of EduSet includes. So here in this question, they are asking you about the objective of the EduSet, for which the first option here is providing support to the formal and non-formal education. Second one is teacher training program. Third one is increase access to the quality resource person. And the last option is all of the above. If we see the full form of EduSet, it is a educational satellite. And the EduSat is the first exclusive satellite for serving the educational sector. It is especially conferred to meet the growing demand of the interactive satellite-based distant educational system of the country through the audio-visual medium employing a direct-to-the-home, that is DTH quality broadcast. It is especially conferred for the audio-visual medium employing the digital interactive classroom and a multimedia multi-centric system. The correct answer here is option number 4, that is all of the above. Providing support to the formal and non-formal education will be included here. Teachers training program will be included, and increasing access to the quality resource persons will also be included here. Which of the following are a component of ICT? So here in this question they are asking you the component of the ICT, for which the first option is people data, second one is hardware software, third is information procedure, and the last one is all of the above. If we see the component of the ICT, there are 6 components. The first one is people, then is data, then is procedure, then is the hardware, then is software, and the last one is the information. And all these 6 things are included under the option. Okay, here you can see that. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 4, that is all of the above are included under the component of ICT system. Which statement is wrong with the respect of use of ICT in the education? So in this question they are asking you, given which statement is wrong with the respect of use of ICT in the education, for which the first option is it will be possible to connect a large number of a learner to the education. Second one is teachers are not necessarily needed. Third one is the role of a teacher will always be the facilitator. And the last one is education will be more effective. So the major aspect of ICT in the education are the educational principle based on the modern constructive theory emphasizes the authentic creative learning, and ICT helped lot in achieving it. It will be possible to connect a large number of the learner to the education. Teacher is necessarily to handle the ICT. So here in this statement they are saying that teacher are not necessarily needed. Okay, if the teacher are not needed, then who will handle the ICT? That means the teacher are needed, right? So the statement 2 will not correct here. Here the correct answer for this question will be option number 2. Teachers are not necessarily needed. Which of the following institution researcher will collaborate with the Mobile Payment Forum of India to develop voice-based solution for a digital transaction? So here in this question they given you the four options and they ask you following which of the institution researcher will collaborate with the Mobile Payment Forum of the India to develop the voice-based solution for the digital transaction. For which the first option here is IIT Kanpur, second option is IIT Bombay, third option is IIT Delhi and the last option is IIT Madras. Okay, so here researchers from Indian Institute of Technology, that is IIT Madras, will work with the member of Mobile Payment Forum of India to develop the voice-based solution in the several different languages in order to increase the country's adoption of digital money transaction. According to the Indian government figure, there are more than 100 million active Unified Payment Interface, that is UPI, users every month, and this initiative are being taken by the MPFI towards bringing the 500 million active users by 2025. Okay, so if you don't get confused between the IPFI, the full form of this is Mobile Payment Forum of India. Okay, so here the correct answer for this question will be option number 4, that is IIT Madras. E-Rakkam portal is related to the welfare of. So here in this question they ask you about the E-Rakkam portal which is related to which of the following. For which the first option here is mining industry, second one is student, third one is income taxpayer and the last one is farmer. So here the E-Rakkam portal, the full form of this is a E-Rashtriya Kisan Agri Mandi. Okay, and this portal was a launch by Union government to provide a platform for the farmers to sell the agriculture produce. Okay, the prime objective of E-Rakkam is to assist the farmer with the payment directly into their bank account without any intermediaries. Okay, so here the correct answer for this question will be option number 4. E-Rakkam portal is related to the welfare of farmers. Sarthi is a web portal of. So here in this question they ask you about the Sarthi is a web portal of which of the following. For which the first option here is Ministry of Civil Aviation. Second option is Ministry of Women and Child Development. Third one is Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and the last one is Ministry of Rural Development. Okay, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway has launched the online portal of Sarthi Parivahan Seva. Okay, launch Sarthi Parivahan Seva. Why they have launched this? To provide the online services like a driving license, then is a learning license, transfer ownership form, okay. The Sarthi portal is a launch under the Digital India project and it is aimed to bring all the government services online. The Sarthi application has been initiated by the Road Transport and Highway Ministries, okay, which is delivered to the citizen to digitalize the working condition of road transport offices. With the help of Parivahan Seva Sarthi, all the work related to the license like a issue of a learning license, permanent driving license, change in the any detail, etc. is done to the digitally. So here the Sarthi is a web portal of the Ministry of Transport and the Highways. That means the correct answer will be option number 3. The article which provide quality of opportunity in educational institution. So here in this question they given you the different articles and they ask you given which article provide the quality of opportunity in the educational institution. Okay, for which the first option here is article 28 clause C, second option is article 30, third option is article 29 clause 1 and the last option is article 28 clause 1. So the article which provide the quality of opportunity in the educational institute is the article 29 clause 1. Okay, the quality of opportunity in the educational institutions are the quality of the educational opportunities include the provision of a education for all irrespective of a religion, caste, sex or even location. It doesn't mean identity of a educational opportunity but means a best suited to the intelligence and the aptitude of every student. Therefore, the national policy on the education, that is NPE 1986, emphasis that the quality of education means to provide a equal opportunity to all only in the access but also in the condition of a successful. Okay, so the article 29 clause 1 this provide all the citizen group that residents in India having a distinct culture, languages, script the right to converse their culture and languages. This right is a absolute and there is a no reasonable restriction in the interest of general public here. So here the option 3, that is article 29 clause 1 is the correct answer. Which of the following ICT initiative of MHRD deal with e-governance for a institution and universities? Okay, so here in this question they given you the 4 option and they ask you given which is the ICT initiative of MHRD which deal with the e-governance for an institution or the universities, for which the first option here is Samarth, second option is Vidwan, third option is IRINS and the last option is the Swayam. So here on 14 May 2020 the Ministry of Human Resource Development, that is MHRD, has developed the e-governance platform Samarth Enterprise Resource Planning, okay, under the National Mission of Education in the Information and the Communication Technology Scheme, that is NMEICT. Okay, so here the full form for this is a National Mission on Education in the Information and Communication Technology. Okay, and the aim of e-governance platform Samarth is to provide a quality education to the student across all the universities and higher education institute. So here the correct answer for this question is option number 1. Samarth is a ICT initiative of MHRD which deal with e-governance for institutions and universities. NMEICT is a acronym for. So here in this question they ask you the full form of the NMEICT, for which the first option here is National Mission Education through the Information and Communication Technology. Second one is National Mission on Education through the Information and Communication Technology. Third one is National Multipurpose Education through the Information and Communication Technology. And the last one is National Mode of Education through the Information and Communication Technology. So here the full form for this will be the National Mission on Education through the Information and Communication Technology, which is proposed as a centrally sponsored scheme to support a development of ICT. Support the development of ICT in the teaching and learning process for the benefit of all the learner in the higher education institution in any time anywhere mode. Okay, so here the correct answer for this question will be option number 2, that is National Mission on Education through the Information and Communication Technology. E-commerce involve buying and selling of. So here in this question they ask you about the e-commerce, for which the first option here is international goods, second one is electronic goods, third one is product related to the computers, and the last one is product and the services over the internet. So whenever we are talking about e-commerce, it refers to the process of buying and selling of product or the services over the internet. Okay, online shopping has become increasingly popular because of the speed and the ease of use for a customer. So the e-business activity such as a selling online can be directed at the customer or other businesses. So here when we are talking about the e-commerce, we are talking about the online shopping. Business to the consumer, that is B2C, involve the online sale of a goods, services and a provision for a information directly to the consumers. And business to business, that is B2B, refer to the online exchange of a product, services or a information between the businesses. Selling online can help the business reach a new market and increase the sale and the revenue gain. So the correct answer for this question will be option number 4. E-commerce involve buying and selling of the product and the services over the internet. Which description is appropriate among the following for the e-governance? So here in this question they given you the 4 options and they ask you given which description is appropriate for the e-governance. Okay, for which the first option here is to engage, enable and empower the citizens. Second option is to provide a fair and unbiased to the citizens. Third option is to provide technology driven governance, and the last option is to ensure the people faith in the e-commerce application. So here the electronic governance is generally understood as a use of information and a communication technology, that is a ICT, at all the level of the government in order to provide the services to the citizens, interaction with the business enterprise and the communication and the exchange of information between the different agencies of the government in the speedy, convenient, efficient and transparent manner. Okay. E-governance facility interaction between the different stakeholders is a governance, and this interaction may be described as a G2G, that is a government to government, G2G, then is G2C, that is government to citizens, then there is a G2B, government to business, and G2E, that is government to employees. The correct answer here is option number 1, to engage, enable and empower the citizens. Which of the following is related to the National Supercomputing Mission of the Government of the India? So here in this question they ask you given which of the following is related to the National Supercomputing Mission of the Government of India, for which the first option here is Param 8000, second option is Param 10,000, third option is Param Dhavak and the last option is Param Shivai. So Param Shiva is related to the National Supercomputing Mission of the Government of the India. The National Supercomputing Mission, that is a NSM, is a rapidly boosting high power computing in the country through its various space to meet the increased computational demand of the researchers, MSME and a startup in the areas like oil exploration, flood prediction and also the drugs discovery. Param Shiva is the first supercomputer assembled was installed in the IIT BHU, followed by the Param Shakti and Param Brahma at the IIT Kharagpur and IISER Pune respectively. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number 4, that is Param Shiva is related to the National Supercomputing Mission of the Government of India. The use of information technology to improve the ability of the government to address the needs of the society is known as. So here in this question they ask you the use of information technology to improve the ability of the government to address the need of a society is known as, for which the first option is e-business, second one is e-administration, third one is e-governance, and the last one is e-marketing. So, the advancement of information and communication technology, that is ICT, is rapidly changing the society and a mode of governance as well. Right. So, the e-governance is the application of ICT for delivering the government services that can make the available all the citizens in the convenient, efficient and a transparent manner. It also helped the purpose of the public sector efficiency, improving the transparency and accountability in the government functions and allowing for the cost saving in the government administration. Okay, it allows the greater flexibility to the citizens to do their regular transaction anytime, anywhere according to their convenience by using the internet. And a major component involved in the e-governance are the government to government, government to citizen, then is a government to business and a government to the employee. It helps in bringing about a smart governance. Hence, the use of information technology to improve the ability of the government to address the needs of the society is known as a e-governance. So here, according to explanation, the correct answer for this question will be option number 3. The use of information technology to improve the ability of the government to address the need of a society is known as e-governance.